Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking about the Azathoth expansion from Heroes of the Storm. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. I got confused because of what they look like. The Star Vampires from the Azathoth expansion for Cthulhu Wars. That's it. 3 of these guys, they're going to help you out. We're going to get into it. Okay, guys, these guys are amazing. Look at these guys. Okay, I'm not sure how much I can show, but it's a big giant. I guess maybe a worm coming out of the ground. He's got this creepy mouth. He's got all these arms, and he's got a screaming guy. Like, you don't see that in Cthulhu Wars very much. You can imagine, but he's got a screaming victim. This sculpt, this mini, deserves to be painted, deserves to be awesome. I don't have time to paint it, but it looks awesome. I love it. It's great. And then you find out it's not a very good unit. Wait, no, it is a great unit. What? It looks great. It's a great unit. You want this unit? Yes. This is a win. Okay, guys, this is what it is. Just like all neutral monsters, pay 2 Doom to obtain this loyalty card, right? So then you control it for the rest of the game. And you place 1 Star Vampire at your controlled gate. So then you can summon more later. If they die, you can keep summoning more. They're yours the rest of the game. What does he do? He costs 2 to summon more, right? There are 1 combat die each, which isn't great, you think, but they have a pretty amazing ability. Okay, you roll their combat dice separately. Then each pain they roll drains 1 power from the enemy faction. Each kill they roll drains 1 doom point from the enemy faction. The drain points are transferred immediately, and if the enemy faction lacks power or doom points, you get nothing. The pains and kills rolled still count towards your battle results. So, if you have 3 Star Vampires in an army rampaging around, and they are rampaging, you're rolling 3 dice, 50% of the time on each of those dice, you're either going to get a power or a doom point. It's crazy. So, 2 of them, you have really good odds of getting something from the battle. And here's the thing about Cthulhu Wars, and I'm always telling people, you win the game by having 6 spell books and having the most doom points. That's it. That is how you win the game. You don't win the game by controlling the earth. You don't win the game by winning battles. You win battles the whole game. And normally, that doesn't mean you win. You win the game by doom points and your 6 spell books. So most of the time, you'll see weak enemies and you'll ignore them, because unless they give you a gate, then you shouldn't attack them. Even if they will give you a gate, if somebody else is tied with you, it's better to spend more power taking out one of their gates so they get 1 less doom point than it is for you to take that easy gate. It just is, because otherwise you just don't want to be neck and neck. You really want to push down your enemy, the one you're most likely going to compete with. So the differences with Star Vampires is it changes that. Suddenly combats matter, and that easy target, it really may be worth sending 2 Star Vampires over, and taking it. Because suddenly you're not just getting a gate, which if you hold on to until the end of the turn is going to give you a point. You might get points immediately. So you want your Star Vampires to survive. You don't want them to die ever. There's no value for you to have them die. Because you need them to be in combat so they can keep doing lots of combat. All right. So who is good for Star Vampires other than everybody? Well, maybe not everybody. We'll see. Opener of the Way. They want Star Vampires. They really do. So far, I think I've said, if you watch the other videos, I've said basically that most of the neutral monsters don't really do much or help Yog-Sothoth, Opener of the Way. Star Vampires do, because the weakness of Star Vampires is that you have to pay for them to move, to move and attack. If you have They Break Through as Opener of the Way, you can summon your monsters out of other people's gates. So you see a weak gate, whom, whom. Suddenly, there's a bunch of Star Vampires that you're summoning out of that gate, and yeah, I think they're a good match. I think it's natural. It's just good. Star Vampires, Open to the Way. I think it's really good. Okay, Yellow Sign. No, Yellow Sign doesn't do a lot of combat typically. They're all about desecrating. They're going to win without combat. If they get less combat, they're probably going to win more. I don't think they're a good match. So the Star Vampires aren't defensive. There's just no value to them. Black Goat, sure. Black Goat are great. They have a lot of combat typically because they're, they're that noisy roommate that's like spreading their stuff into your side of the room. And sometimes you need to summon a Star Vampire and take care of it. So, yep. Black Goats, they sprawl. They get into combats a lot. It's a little hard because for me with Black Goat, one of my biggest sources of combat is Avatar, and with Star Vampires, you're not going to be able to get them over there for combat. But if you swap, right, you have Star Vampires here, and you Avatar, now you're going to be able to do a combat twice, once on each side. With your Star Vampires, hopefully just ripping them apart. That's what I would do. I would get my Star Vampires in one place, and I would just keep avataring back and forth to get combat here. So, okay. Chocho. So, on one hand, you want Star Vampires with a unit or a faction that has a lot of combat. People attack Chochos a lot. And because Chochos just sit there and win, that's what they do. Because of that, it could be valuable. Now, Yellow Sign, they can't use Star Vampires to defend because you have to move around with the King in Yellow. So it doesn't help them. But Chocho, they don't move very much. So you could put Star Vampires around just to help punish people even more for attacking you. I think that it's an unusual use of Star Vampires, but I think it's good. I think for if you're going to turtle and just defend a gate, Star Vampires can be really good. Crawling Chaos. So Crawling Chaos combat a lot. They don't tend to have a ton of power because, at least for me, nobody ever lets me, get my power myself. So moving a lot of other units, it's not really great, and they really want to rely off of hunting horrors for free movement more than other units. But then again, with Star Vampires, you might be getting that power back, and you need a combat anyways to get Harbinger, and that's the only way you're really going to get Elder Signs is with combat. So I don't think they're the best combination, but I think they're pretty good. All right, and Cthulhu. Cthulhu is ideal. They are great. They're a combat faction, number one. Number two, they have a travel power that can affect Star Vampires. Submerge. You submerge with your Star Vampires, and then you attack. Even if it's on land, then you use the neutral spellbook Undimensioned to pull the Star Vampires back to the water so you could submerge again. It's great. Cthulhu really benefits from so many of the Azathoth expansion monsters and things. It's just a good combination. You should go for it. Yeah, Star Vampires and Submerge, pretty scary, and it's probably basically what happened to this guy. Star Vampires submerged with Cthulhu, and then they expanded, and boom, now you got a screaming dude right there. Okay. So, what did I miss? What aspect of the Star Vampires did I not talk about? And can they get their own faction or something? Like, I don't know. I want more Star Vampires. I love these guys. I like their ability. It changes things, right? It makes combat valuable, not just gates. Really cool. Yeah. Okay, guys. Post down below if I missed anything, and please click like. Please click subscribe. We're about halfway to 1,000 subscribers, and at that point, we get to start showing up on the new up and coming YouTube stuff. You know, there's all kinds of good YouTube stuff at 1,000. So I'd appreciate it. And bye, guys.